I can make life hell for all of you. I hope you know that. Suddenly it feels like no one knows me. I have all the pizza boxes and will use them if I have to. You of all people should know what I am capable of. Maybe you want a world to see who you...
Hold on to your seats, gossip lovers, because the entertainment world is about to implode. A bombshell has just dropped that's shaking the very foundations of hip-hop royalty and Hollywood elite. Brace yourselves for the scandal of the century as we dive deep into the explosive leaked phone call between music moguls Jay-Z and Diddy Combs that set the internet ablaze. This isn't just another celebrity gossip story. It's a tale of power, manipulation, and shocking revelations that will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about these industry titans. Picture this. Diddy, the king of bad boy entertainment, now finds himself behind bars, facing federal trafficking charges and a slew of lawsuits that read like a Hollywood crime thriller. But here's where it gets juicy. Even from behind prison walls, Diddy's influence seems to know no bounds. We're talking about alleged witness intimidation, coded messages, and a web of celebrity connections that's unraveling faster than you can say, "Can't nobody hold me down." But wait, there's more. Enter Jay-Z, hip-hop's first billionaire and supposed voice of reason. In a leaked phone call that's sending shockwaves through the industry, we hear these two titans engaging in a conversation so loaded with innuendo and veiled threats. It'll make your head spin. Are we witnessing the fall of an empire, or is this just the tip of the iceberg? As we delve into the murky waters of Diddy's alleged prison influence, prepare to have your mind blown by the audacity and ingenuity reportedly on display. Sources claim that the music mogul has turned his cell into a command center, using fellow inmates as his personal messengers and exploiting loopholes in the prison communication system. It's a masterclass in manipulation that would make Machiavelli proud. Diddy's time in prison is now entwined with accusations of illicit influence within the institution. It is alleged that he uses other inmates as intermediaries to convey messages to those outside the prison, thus bypassing established communication procedures. This purported manipulation of the prison system brings into question the true extent of his authority, even while incarcerated. If these claims prove true, they reveal a deliberate attempt to shape the public perception of his legal battles. A particular concern is the allegation that Diddy employed prohibited methods to contact individuals not on his approved list. He is accused of exploiting other inmates' phone codes to facilitate three-way calls. This strategy constitutes a breach of prison regulations and demonstrates a blatant disregard for the established rules. The potential consequences of such actions are serious, suggesting that Diddy may have been engaged in a calculated effort to sway witnesses or secure advantageous statements while in prison. These assertions further indicate Diddy's alleged ability to persuade or intimidate individuals even within the prison walls. Reports suggest he has hired inmates inside the penitentiary to act as messengers and go-betweens in his communications. Such interference raises concerns about the fairness and accountability of the prison process. This scenario has led prosecutors to argue against bail for Diddy, citing his continued ability to control events surrounding the case from within prison walls. But the real kicker, the coded language allegedly used in these calls. We're not talking amateur hour here, folks. Diddy and Jay-Z are said to be employing a sophisticated system of euphemisms that would put Cold War spies to shame. Pigs, road trips, worm food, innocent phrases to the untrained ear, but potentially loaded with sinister meaning. Our team of experts is working around the clock to crack this code, and what they're uncovering is nothing short of explosive. A fascinating element of Diddy's jail calls is his reported use of coded language to communicate with individuals outside the prison walls. Prosecutors assert that Diddy employed enigmatic phrases like pigs, road trip, and worm food to conceal the true nature of his conversations. This deliberate use of veiled terminology has hampered authorities' ability to fully decipher his communications, raising concerns about what activities he might be coordinating from within the prison. The term pigs is believed to refer to law enforcement officials, indicating Diddy's possible displeasure or apprehension regarding police involvement in his case. Likewise, road trips appears to be a euphemism for imprisonment or potential legal repercussions, used to subtly convey warnings or threats. The expression worm food is speculated to mean compromising material or evidence that he holds over others, a menacing implication that highlights his alleged willingness to exploit his influence even while incarcerated. Court documents indicate that these codes were allegedly used by Diddy to instruct family members, associates and intermediaries on how to reach witnesses and victims. Such indirect language seems to have been used to prevent his intention from being too easily detected by the authorities. However, prosecutors have advanced that the encoded communication is much more evidence that he has made attempts aimed at intimidation of witnesses and obstructing justice. Among the most serious accusations levelled against Diddy are claims that he sought to intimidate witnesses involved in his ongoing legal proceedings. Reports indicate he leveraged his influence to silence individuals who might provide detrimental testimony or coerce them into delivering statements that support his defence. This alleged conduct forms a cornerstone of the prosecution's argument against granting Diddy bail, as it displays a blatant disregard for due process and raises serious doubts about his willingness to manipulate the case from within prison walls. The consequences of these allegations expand beyond Diddy's case. If witnesses do not feel safe or are forced into silence, a very dangerous precedent is being set by the justice system. With witness intimidation comes a sense of lack of faith in the legal institution to bring the most powerful individuals to account. These allegations are thus a way of drawing the focus of the courts into a need for very severe measures to ensure that a fair trial is done without manipulation or coercion, no matter how great or big the resources of the defendant may be. And let's not forget the star-studded cast of characters swirling around this drama, from A-list celebrities suddenly developing amnesia when asked about their pal Diddy, to the mysterious resignation of the DA leading the case against him. Every new development reads like a script from a blockbuster thriller. But this isn't Hollywood, folks. This is real life, with real consequences. The District Attorney DA has been instrumental in bringing the accusations against Diddy to the forefront. From initiating charges to presenting evidence of his alleged wrongdoing, the DA has been a key figure in the legal proceedings. However, this case has been beset by reports of substantial leaks, including video recordings of court proceedings and intercepted phone calls surfacing online. These leaks raise serious questions about the security of the judicial process and whether outside forces are compromising the case's integrity. A shocking turn of events occurred with the DA's abrupt resignation during what is arguably the most prominent trial of their career. This unexpected departure has fueled speculation about whether external pressures, such as intimidation or political maneuvering, contributed to the decision. Critics contend that stepping down at such a crucial juncture weakens the prosecution and could hinder the pursuit of justice. This resignation adds another layer of complexity to an already contentious legal battle. Allegations have surfaced that the leaks turned out to be intentional and/or facilitated by individuals because they wanted to sway public perception. Tape-recorded jail calls are out online, supposedly of Diddy, and these have him using coded language and contacting witnesses. Such sensitive materials found in the public domain have only raised eyebrows in the direction of the DA's office, because it opens questions on how that much evidence could come out and freely circulate. These occurrences showcase one of the innumerable challenges that the DA finds in controlling a case as broad as this. Apart from the above, the leaks also risk placing the evidence in jeopardy and making it more difficult for the prosecution to win a conviction. This rise in issue of leaks, coupled with the resignation of the DA, calls for broader safeguards in dealing with matters of such high-profile reputation, but only for investigation purposes and at the least possible distractions. Diddy's use of social media during his imprisonment has garnered considerable attention, adding a layer of intricacy to his legal predicament. Despite counsel from his legal team to avoid public pronouncements, Diddy disregarded their advice and engaged in online posts designed to shape public opinion. A prime example is his birthday social media campaign, which featured a touching video of his children expressing their affection. While seemingly innocuous, such actions have raised questions about their suitability given the gravity of the charges against him. These posts were allegedly part of a calculated effort to portray Diddy as a devoted father and a positive influence, aiming to sway public sentiment. However, this tactic appears to have had the opposite effect, with critics and prosecutors arguing that these actions diminish the seriousness of his situation. By continuing to post from prison, Diddy has not only exasperated his legal team, but also risked alienating potential jurors who might interpret his actions as insensitive or manipulative.